S.K. Dale directed the film. Writing credits: Carvey Jason Emma's Megan Fox for Mark. Ian Mackin Emma is a criminal attorney who is unhappy in her marriage to her distant, authoritarian spouse, Mark. Emma goes out with Mark to celebrate their anniversary after breaking off her relationship with Tom, a partner at her husband's company. Mark presents her with a steel necklace at supper. Next, he takes her to a remote lake cottage they used to go to when they first started dating. They make love after he offers an apology for his previous actions. When Emma awakens the following morning, she discovers that Mark has shackled her and he has just taken a quick shot to the head. Emma finds out that Mark smashed her cell phone and took away every sharp object in the home while forcing her to lug his corpse everywhere. Eventually, she makes it to the garage after discovering the SUV keys in the trash. The radio plays a mocking message from Mark when she turns on the car, implying he was aware of her extramarital affair. Once all of the gas has been taken out, the SUV eventually dies. Tom gets to the lake cottage some hours later. He clarified that Mark was going to be disbarred for engaging in illicit activity, and that he was called there by texts on Emma's phone. Just as a truck is seen driving up in the distance, they both know that Mark sent the messages. Emma is told to hide by Tom while Jimmy, a male, gets out of the truck. When Tom attempts to talk him out of leaving, he tells him he's there to fix the plumbing. Then, Bobby, Jimmy's brother, exits the truck and fatally stabs Tom with a knife. Bobby was exposed as a stalker who had attacked Emma and had recently served a 10-year sentence before being released from jail. Emma gets it to the boat shed after dodging the men. She cuts herself free from Mark's corpse with an anchor and runs away as soon as the men go into the shed. Emma hears them talking about how Mark paid them to kill her and that they need to locate the promised diamonds. Bobby believes the diamonds are in the bedroom safe, which needs Emma's code and Mark's fingerprints. Emma discovers a petrol can and tries to fill up the SUV while the men investigate the home. But Bobby cuts the tires. After that, Emma heads to the attic and tricks the men into going there. She uses a club to knock Bobby unconscious and confines Jimmy to an adjacent room. Bobby stops her attempt to flee in Tom's vehicle. Before Emma is knocked out, she uses Tom's phone to dial 911. Afterward, she wakes up in the bedroom with her hands still bound to Mark's body. Bobby informs Emma that the day Mark proposed to her is the code for the safe. Bobby threatens to torture her if she doesn't comply. Jimmy protests and aims at Bobby with Mark's gun. If Emma is released first, she consents to divulge the code. After removing her handcuffs, Emma gives them the code. When Bobby opens the safe, he discovers a hacksaw with an inscription that suggests the diamonds are inside Emma's necklace, which is hard to take off because it lacks a latch. Bobby understands that the only way to get the jewelry is to behead Emma. Bobby is fatally impaled on a coat hook by Jimmy as he attempts to wrestle the saw away from him. Bobby assaults Emma out of rage, stabbing her in the leg. She defeats him and restrains Bobby to Mark's body with handcuffs. Bobby chases after Emma and drags Mark along with him as she returns to Tom's car. She drives her car and strikes Bobby, but she also hits the boat shed. After getting out of the automobile, Emma battles Bobby on the ice lake. The ice gives way just in time to see her stab Bobby in the shoulder. Bobby is pulled into the lake by Mark's lifeless body. Bobby also succeeds in grabbing Emma and drawing her in. Emma takes the knife from Bobby's shoulder as they go under the water and stabs him in the eye. Emma swims to the surface as Mark's body drags Bobby down to his death. The sound of sirens arriving can be heard in the background as Emma, lying atop the ice, takes off her wedding ring and lets it roll into the lake.